Yes, well, me and my brothers and sisters from Jamaica was watching this NAACP 54th Image Awards, and when we saw the part where they are talking about hip hop, we decided to look at it closely and see what they are saying and see if they're gonna tell the true history. Well, it was saddening to see how they didn't even made even the slightest mention of how rap became hip hop, borrowing from reggae music, and the way how our poets and chanters of rhythm used to chant poetry to a rhythm. It was started in the United States over here by a Jamaican youth in the Bronx. And we have the history. And we know the history because whole heap of Jamaicans living in New York, in all the boroughs of New York, especially in the Bronx. It was started over here in the Bronx by a Jamaican youth who know the situation from how Jamaican man them, poets them used to chant poetry to a rhythm, to a beat in reggae music. Man like Irai, Uri, Count Machuki, Big Youth, Jayut, and all them others, King Stitch, all away. It come from Jamaica. All right? The influence came from Jamaica. And yet nobody in these clips saying anything about how the influence came from Jamaica, was started in the US by a Jamaican youth in the Bronx, and then them pick it up from there. So them learn from him. The notorious B.I.G. from Brooklyn, who was assassinated with Tupac around that time, was slaughtered. Him had Jamaican parentage. Nobody not talk about Heavy D. All them man they gone from over here had Jamaican parentage and connection. That's the saddening part of the whole thing. Now listen, if you go and tell history, our true history, just tell it straight, my people. Tell it straight. Tell the history without leaving out any crucial detail. I'm going to play this and I'm going to stop it at points wherein you're not going to see wherein what I'm talking about. Watch this. And so is reggae music. Tell them it comes from reggae music. From the streets of the Bronx in the 1970s. Right. Yes, from the street of the Bronx. A Jamaican youth living in the Bronx was keeping house party in an basement, and him show them how to do it. Over here, that is. And the black youths them, American youths them, caught on to it. Watch this. Today's global stage, hip-hop has had a rich history. Yeah, it comes from reggae. Into rap. Yeah, so what is the rich history of rap and hip-hop? You can't start telling the history without leaving out the roots, the genesis. What was the roots? The roots was reggae music, all right? Created in Trenchtown in 1962. I was there. Watch this.
It's like Grandmaster Flash.
Then into hip hop.
We were using all these different genres of music from some of the.
That's right. Uno was using all the genres of music, including when the Wheelers band started playing and moving around with Bob, Bunny, and Peter Cherry, and the whole of them. It started in Trenchtown, all right?
Greatest bands in the world. While hip hop poets added rhymes, creating a language that.
All right, where them get that strategy from? Us, the master poets from Jamaica, chanting to a rhythm. King Stitch, Count Machuki, Big Youth, Jayut, and all the other DJs them. Yeah, man.
Uniquely expressed their existence. A new type of music was born.
Of course, a new type of music that has its genesis and link to reggae music was born in the Bronx. And uno change, uno couldn't call it reggae because we had the name reggae out there, which CARDO created and copyrighted. Uno couldn't call it that, but uno call it rap. The only rap I know is reggae against poverty in the United States and wherever poverty dwells amongst our people. Watch this. And so is reggae music. No, I'm not trying to take away nothing from you, you know. But if we not go and tell our history, this is not, reggae is not slave history, you know. It might be sing and play by the descendants of slave. But it don't have no slavery in it. We're going to chant down poverty. We're going to chant out slavery. We're going to chant out racism and all the isms and schisms. All right? Tell them it comes from reggae music.
From the streets of the Bronx in the 1970s
Right.
to today's global stage, hip-hop has had a rich history.
Just remember what I'm telling you know. I Rascardo are telling you. And don't forget man like Heavy D, who have Jamaican connection. Yeah, the notorious B.I.G. and all the other link up them. Over here, we have Jamaican connection. And them know how to do it, because them learn it from us. All right? Yeah, it comes from reggae. Into rap.
Pioneers like Grandmaster Flash.
Then into hip hop.
We were using all these different genres of music.
That's true. You were using all those different genres of music, especially reggae music, and put the chanting of poetry to a rhythm. All right? It first had its genesis in Trenchtown 1962 in a I&I backyard. That's the point I don't hear them talk about in telling the history. No, in order for the history of anything to last forever in perpetuity, it must have truth, because nothing can defeat truth. I, Rascardo, want Uno to know that. So I am going to tell you now, once again, tell the people the truth, whether uno white, black, brown, anytime uno talk about reggae, don't twist it up. Not try to convert it. It is sacrosanct. Don't put it into a sacrilegious cultism. Changing the name, putting food a rubber stamp on it, but tell the people the truth, the genesis. Hip hop and rap had their initial influence and groundation from reggae music creation. I Rascardo said that I have the history. Nothing against the youth them over here for what they have done. Nothing against that. I mean, no man. You did well with it in carrying it further. That was all right. But tell the people the real detailed history. Tell the people the truth. I Rascado reggae creator from Trenchtown said that. Rastafari know.
From some of the greatest bands in the world. While hip-hop poets added rhymes, creating a language that uniquely expressed their existence.